let's make sure everything's working here. Yep, sounds good. Alrighty. Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soul Rack Dragon, here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we should be finishing up the Lovey, Dovey Valentine's Day event. I do apologize for not having streamed most of last week, but I was not feeling the greatest. Had a very strong cold front and snow come through where I live, and had to clean up, and going from hot to cold to hot to cold, it's not good for the old head. You know, my family's very prone to migraines, and looked like it was my time to get them. So yeah, that's what was up with me last Wednesday and Friday. But, we're here. We're here now. So, we will finish up the event today, presumably at least. And I did, obviously, do some off-stream gameplay. I wasn't that sick. That was a lot. But, without the better nodes to farm, it was a little bit less than efficient. I did get one of those CEs as a drop, by the way, which is why there was no pop-up. Alright, that looks to be all that. So, let us, before we actually jump in, I'm just going to showcase here. I've nearly completed all of the 5-star currency, except for, obviously, the monuments, which I do probably need to get the Rider ones at least. And I will obviously need some more for the foes afterwards. And the lore. As far as points goes, I'm about at the halfway mark, which is not bad. Not bad at all. But, yeah. So, we're gonna jump in here with... Alright, I forgot about those that give the teapots. I might do those. Section 6. The Clown Monsters. The Clown Monster pierces the void. This is the 4th chain. The Clown Monster. Mephistopheles? That'd be a weird guardian. A very weird guardian. But, yeah. Make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to drop a subscription. Or a subscribe. Same difference. It very much helps with the engagement tracker. Whatever that is. I'm just parroting some talking points from other YouTubers. Johanna's excited because the statue should go down soon. Pardon me. Good morning, Master. No, not just good. It's a beautiful morning. Sleepy. Alright, I kept you up late, didn't I? I'm sorry. Would you like to sleep a little longer? Oh, that's okay. I'll get up. I can't fall back asleep after I've been woken up, after all. Wonderful. Oh, I also made breakfast today, so I hope you like it. Yeah, she's totally hyped that the statue should be getting destroyed today. Definitely hyped. Oh, good morning, Master. You look well. Glad to hear it. Few things are more important than our Master's good health, after all. Morning, Mephistopheles. Just casual, not... We're too tired to even realize. Good morning. It is I, your quick and decisive cutting-edge equipment, one bird with 2 stones, Mephistopheles. Isn't that last bit supposed to be 2 birds, 1 stone? Alas, I believe filling 2 birds is a bit beyond my reach. As usual, I have no idea what you're talking about, Mephisto. Don't pay him any mind, Janta. He just says whatever pops into his head, which I really enjoy about him. Oh yes, I have some freshly baked bread with butter here. Please have some. Good bread. It really is. Isn't it? Not that I can take credit. All I did was spread the butter. I can't believe I almost forgot to ask. Mephistopheles? Yes. What are you doing here? Oh, that I'm the statue's 4th guardian. Earlier, he came up and introduced himself so casually, as though he'd just moved in next door, and the nursery... Then why not come inside and join us for breakfast? Master should be up shortly. And now, here we are. Of course, we also sat down to eat with the Lady Marthas and Lord Behemoth, so perhaps I shouldn't be surprised at this point. Yes, exactly. This is all perfectly normal. Anyway, I don't think I've ever met someone as hard to read as he is.
Well, I am a big fan of eel.
You don't say. Wait, eel?
I too am good at slipping into unexpected places. Oh, I also enjoy it.
Whoa. I told you, Janta, don't take him too seriously. He just says whatever pops into his head, remember?
Oops, looks like the jig is up.
You mean you lied to me? Haven't you ever heard, thou shalt not lie, Mephistopheles?
Don't blame me. Baron Munchausen always said that lies, hyperbole, and tall tales are just an integral part of idle chatter.
Pardon me.
Not that I heard it from the horse's mouth.
He's so all over the place, I can hardly stand it.
Now then, allow me to introduce myself properly. I am the fourth guardian sworn to protect the Lovey Dovey Heart Johanna statue.
The fourth guardian?
I'm an innocent monster accused of crimes I never committed. Am I a fictional character? Did I actually exist? Do I even understand myself? Who knows? Wait, do I actually exist? Am I just a figment of a dream? No, I must have existed. How else could Gothe have gotten his inspiration?
Touching on a sore spot there, Mephi.
Anyways, that's me. I don't expect to be sticking around very long, seeing as we're about to do battle. But I'm happy to be here in the meantime. Woohoo!
May I ask you something, Mephistopheles?
By all means, what is it, Miss Tizit?
Has it ever been painful dealing with, you know?
With what?
With, well, being, fictational. With having fictational life. That sort of thing. I mean, it sounds like you did have a proper life, so...
Oh no, I was born a homunculus, so I definitely didn't have a real life, just like you.
Oh, I see. Then I'm even more curious as to your answer.
So that's all you wanted to know. Of course it's been painful.
It has.
Oh, for my past self I suppose it was, yes, but that's my past self. I couldn't care less now.
Huh?
After all, nothing of value is going to come from an empty box, no matter how many times you poke it. And that means that what really matters is what we explore right now in this very moment. So keep your chin up, stay positive, see things in a new light. Once you blow a thing or two away, all your worries will be gone with the debris.
I mean, considering she wants to blow up the statue. Well, let's keep it to metaphorical blowing away. I see, so blowing away something will make these concerns go away. Please don't go down that path, Johanna. Nothing good lies there. Come on now. Deep breaths. Good point. But then again, if I really could blow my concerns away... Please don't do anything rash. I understand where he's coming from. But the idea of blowing away my concerns is just too tempting for me right now. What if I blew away the empty boxes, the suitcases, everything? What if I could really see things in a new light? I look up at the absurdly oversized statue looming over us. I'm sure the people of this town feel very, very lucky to have it. Aside from the name, it's perfect. Then again, maybe it's not. Still, I feel justified in destroying it, and not just because doing so will erase the singularity. No, it's not just that.
Oh, do my eyes deceive me, or are we a little more fired up now?
Yes, maybe I am. I feel like I finally grabbed a hold of something. Maybe this is wrong. Maybe Lord Bima will be disappointed. But I don't care who it disappoints or who it may upset. The only person I truly don't want to disappoint anymore is myself. Aw, I don't want to be disappointed in myself. I don't want to disavow my own actions. Alright, since I also don't want to keep Lord Bima waiting any longer, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut you down quick, Lord Mephistopheles.
Oh, it seems like I've woken a sleeping lion. No, Maybe you're more of a sleeping chimera.
Line will do, thank you very much. Now, here I come.
Got it, reading you loud and clear. Then here, have a clown bomb down the... Have a clown bomb on the house.
Chocolate-colored bombs.
That's because I decided to prepare chocolate bombs for Valentine's Day. Do be careful, their explosions can both heal and hurt you.
That's not ominous in the slightest. Pardon the yawn. Alright, we're gonna bring Johanna around, and we're gonna go over to party numero 5. For the squad that we're using in the singularity. Yeah. Excuse me. She just hit me for 3k. And we have delayed effect. So we heal each turn after one turn has passed. Okay. So we pop all of Johanna's skills and misclick her arts boost. Whoops. That was a misclick. Alright. Q, A, B. As much as I like BAQ, I've been informed that the QAB is better. Smethy was trying to do something there at the end of his turn, but didn't happen. And I see I've got a Janta chain. So we will go ahead and proc that chain. Let's see, do we have a Janta NP? No. In that case, QAB. Whee! Okay, so you curse me. Or she. We'll do Emerald Green. This might be enough to deal with things. And we're gonna do a Buster Chain, just in case. But, yeah, I'm feeling better now. Feeling better, no more migraine is bothering me, but I am a little bit sore from all the snow shoveling I've done these past few days. We got hit pretty good. Got a pretty good amount of snow. And I did not like it. I am very much anti-snow. I hate the cold. I cannot wait for it to be summer. Because I have to have a blanket on right now. It is that cold. Where I am. And I hate it. I hate it so. I wish it would just be nice and toasty, but no, can't be toasty warm. Nope, can't do that. It's gotta be cold because winter is a thing for some reason. Gosh, why can't climate just, decide to not be cold? I mean, I know global warming is a thing, but still. I just cannot wait for summer time. Although, that is... that's, what, maybe 4 months away? So, I mean, wanting summer to happen does mean I want time to pass quicker, and I don't really like how fast time seems to go at points. I much prefer things more slow and steady. So, I don't know. I'm a bit conflicted there. I'm a little bit conflicted there. I don't know. Now I am conflicted with Fallen myself. That was very loud. Very, very loud. But yeah, I look forward to the warmth of summer, but I do not look forward to how fast that means time has passed. Heal Johanna. Excuse me. QAB. Navi! Single target, so we're fine. But, beyond that, things have been going pretty well. Schooling is going at a good pace. Pretty good pace for the schooling with the IT degree. just finished all my work for week 3 of 10. Because it's 10-week courses. So, I'm looking forward. I'm glad about that. I am glad. You know, it seems that I'm going at a good pace. Mind you, I'm, again, still in the beginning stages, so things will, of course, be a little on the easier side. But, you know, I'm sure they will get more difficult as I progress in the course, because IT is probably not as easy a thing to study as most people make it out to be. And I look forward, though. I do look forward to learning more IT stuff, just because, again, it's always sort of been a secondary interest to me. That's that. That'll done.
I lost, I well and truly lost. Alright, Johanna, allow me to present you with a magical spell. Disclaimer, it's not actually magic. Are you ready, kids?
I am. Hit me. Good luck, Johanna. Thank you. I'll do my best.
Lovey Dovey heart, Johanna.
Let's go. She's all for it now. The suitcase is full of empty space, and I still have far too few boxes that are truly precious. But that's okay. That's okay. Of course his suitcase wasn't going to get heavier. This suitcase wasn't going to get heavier by throwing in worthless empty boxes to make it seem full. In the end, what really matters is this very moment. What matters is that I'm alive. Well, as much as a servant can be anyway. Still, that doesn't change the fact that I'm living for the first time. There aren't many things I can say for certain, but I'll keep filling this empty suitcase with memories, one at a time. So, it's okay. I nod and get to close the suitcase for the first time, being a beaming smile on my face. Aww. Yes, that's the right choice, but you still forgot one important thing. Oh no. I turn around in surprise upon hearing the kind, elderly voice. Dun dun.
Are you awake now?
Yes, I am. It looked like there was a new mystery right there at the end, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Right now, I need to tell Lord Bima my reason for the statue needing to be destroyed. It's actually quite obvious when you think about it. You ready, Johanna? Oh yes, I'm all set. Let's go pay Lord Bima a visit and break that last chain.
Oh, I'll call him for you then. Beep boop, beep beep boop. Ring, 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 ring. Yes, hello, I'd like to order one ancient warrior to go, please. Cash on delivery, please. So you'll say he'll get here tomorrow? Got it. Click. There you have it, everyone. You'll need to wait another day for Lord Bima to arrive.
Guess we may as well go back to the inn and wait until tomorrow then. Oh, I was ready to go too. Oh, Johanna. She's kind of adorable. Kind of wonder if I should go a little harder for her, but I don't have the money to do so, sadly. Final section, Section 7. First chain, India's superhero negotiations resume. India's superhero. I'm gonna miss this jingle. It's been a nice jingle. Very, very nice. Oh, hey, you're here. Yes, Lord Bima, I am. You look much more resolved now. The wind tells me you've figured something out. I hope you're right. I do think I figured out something, but I don't know if you'll accept it as the right answer. I see. Well, if you're not sure, shall we just quit while we're ahead? Of course not. Alright then, let's hear it. What's your reason for destroying this statue? I pause and take a deep breath. 3 battles and several conversations with my companions have led me to this. It's a reason that I and I alone can stand behind. As far as motivations go, it's selfish, egotistical, and arrogant. But that's also exactly why it's important to me. Because I hate it. Huh? Oh my. Johanna. Well, well, hell of a selfish reason you picked there. It is. I'm surprised. It surprised even me. But it's the truth. I just can't stand the statue. You see, it wasn't made because of anything I did. Yes, this is the key point. This is what's been nagging me this whole time. I'm the first and only woman to become a pope. Or so they say. Supposedly my being a woman was exposed when I gave birth during a procession by horse. Blech. After which I was stoned to death. At least, so the story goes. That's fine. I can accept that. But I never exorcised any demon, and I definitely never demanded a statue be built to my image. What happened here was an entirely new legend, one that sprang up out of nowhere. I don't feel like it has any connection to me. No matter how you cut it, my feelings had nothing to do with any of this. I still don't know what sort of wish I made to the Holy Grail, but regardless, I know I can say this. I hate it. I just hate it. Getting praised for something you didn't even do feels awful. My suitcase is empty enough as it is. I don't want to pack it with any more boxes filled with nothing but air. No matter how small or stupid they may be, the only things I want to pack are the experiences I've had with everyone else. Things that are all my own.
That's downright selfish.
Yes, it is.
And you're set on having your way no matter what?
Yes, I am. I think raising the Lovey-Dovey Heart Johanna statue to the ground will make for a fairly good memory. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think I'd feel better after demolishing this statue of me.
Last question. You're gonna make a lot of people in this town unhappy if you do this. Are you okay with that?
No, but I'm willing to do it anyway.
Damn, you didn't even have to think about it.
Honestly, it does make my conscience ache when I think about that. But even so, if I'm going to be praised, I want it to be for something I actually did. So please, let me cut the chain.
Alright, go for it.
You mean I pass?
You decide whether you pass or not.
Not me.
If you want to smash your own statue, I have no right to stop you. But there is one last hurdle you'll need to overcome. First, let me guess, I've got to fight you.
What's that?
You need to figure out what your wish was supposed to be in the first place, and why it became so twisted. Otherwise, what's the point?
Sorry, I'm breaking some chocolate for me to have. I pressed continue. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but... Alarm bells are ringing in my head. I'm starting to get an incredibly bad feeling about this. Honestly, I don't even want to know the truth. I have a feeling my original wish was dreadfully embarrassing. Now, don't be like that. The whole reason we were summoned here was in response to his request. His. Guess I couldn't say no to him of all people.
Yes, that's true. Of course, mild-mannered as I am, I have a hard time saying no to anyone.
Don't think about it too much, Sean. Oh, I get it. I should just dream like another Blackbeard. Alright, Grandpa, I think you're up. Rama? Yes, I suppose I am. Hello, Lady Johanna. Who might you be? I'm Valentinius, the patron saint of Valentine's Day. Oh? Saint Valentinius. Now there's a famous face I wasn't expecting to see. Even with those of us in Chaldea can't contain our shock. That being said, this is not my true spirit origin. I was only summoned here as a partial stand-in for you, Lady Johanna. What do you mean by that, St. Valentinius? Are you sure you want to hear? Yes, I'm sure. I must warn you, you may come to regret that very much. Are you really, truly certain? Yes, I'll be fine. At this point, I have nothing to fear. Though, of course, that doesn't mean I'm not going to brace for the worst. Well, Lady Johanna, I was born from your jealousy. It's supposed to be more accurate to say I'm operating under the guise of St. Valentinius. Hmm? Did you say her jealousy? I'm confused. Lady Johanna, before this began, you were blessing chocolates, weren't you? Yes, I was. It made people very happy. Indeed, but that happiness was directed at me, not you. You're saying Johanna was... That's right. Lady Johanna was jealous of me, or rather, of the holiday celebrating St. Valentinius. I was? I mean, my name is cited the holiday. People have continued to praise me for generations after I passed. You're saying I was jealous of that? Me? Although, maybe. St. Valentine's Day. A holiday recognized around the world. You know, I never really thought of that. In honor of that day, I blessed chocolate after chocolate after chocolate. I never thought that jealousy would be the motivation. I thought it was for a sense of, you know, wanting something of her to actually exist. And every time I did, my heart frayed a little more. I felt some hazy, murky feeling had taken a hold of me. Something I'd never felt before. It was almost like nausea and irritation layered on top of each other. It's difficult to convey in words because it's such an unnatural emotion. When I see senseless violence, I feel sad, angry, and roused to take action. When I see a beautiful display of love, I feel joy and freely offer my blessing. Both responses are natural for who I am. But the prayers I offered up for Valentine's Day always felt like they were somehow rubbing me the wrong way. Does that mean... No, it can't be. Was I jealous of you, St. Valentinius? I think he already said that. Excuse me. Oh, surely you can't be that surprised. Joy, anger, sorrow, pleasure. Every human feels these things. Not one person out there doesn't experience them to some degree. Though, of course, how we express those emotions varies for each and every one of us. However, Lady Johanna, you were unable to express yours. Is that because I've never done so before? That's right, and so you wish to be loved and adored like Valentinius. And this is the result. The lovey-dovey heart Johanna statue continued to stand tall and proud, unconcerned with the commotion taking place at its feet. Probably cover our ears, Mash. Right, everyone, I think you should cover your ears. Good grief. Covering. Oh, Johanna. Are you kidding me? I thought she would start screaming, like, without a squee of, embarrassment. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The Lady Pope's powerful cry echoed throughout the town and beyond. Oh, outrageous, isn't it? Absurd! Even nonsensical. Yes, obviously. Right, I can understand that I wish to be loved. But I never asked for it to go this far. Are you sure? Maybe you thought if everyone's going to love you anyway, they should make a big flashy spectacle out of it. It's the same way we make a big flashy spectacle out of Valentine's Day. That's a critical hit. Indeed, indeed. I don't get it. Means nursery rhymes marks hit very close to home. I see. I knew it. So you did wish for the lovey-dovey Heart Johanna statue. Not even Santa could grant a wish like this. I'm impressed. You may want to stop before you really push her over the edge. Johanna, I'm sorry I have to ask this, but are you okay? You know, mentally? Nope, doesn't seem to be. Hang in there, Johanna. Yes, stand up straight, Johanna. You're almost there, Lady Johanna. Yes, it's just like getting out of bed. Cool, cool, cool. Even the turtle dove joined in.
That's quite the egotistical emperor. I mean, turtle dove.
Johanna, you've gone down a relatively short path and found the truth waiting for you at the end. So what will you do now? Did he change? I don't remember him having golden gauntlets and a staff. That question helped snap me out of it. That's right, this revelation doesn't change anything important. I'm still going to destroy it because I find it absolutely mortifying. I understand how selfish that sounds. No, how selfish it truly is. But even so, after talking things over with my companions, there's something I finally gained. My own personal memories. A fulfilling life that I wouldn't trade for anything. I don't even care if these memories are so faint a slight breeze could scatter them like so much sand. What will I do now? I plant my feet firmly on the ground. I'm going to make an irreplaceable memory by smashing that thing to smithereens. Well said. Alright then, go ahead everyone. Oh boy. We're going to be facing all of them.
Lovey-dovey Johanna.
Lovey-dovey Johanna. Lovey-dovey Johanna. Well, thank you so much for almost ruining my determination with a simple greeting, but I'm still going to destroy that thing no matter what you say. Wait to see you suffer, Lady Johanna. We really do. But you must understand there's also the town's tourism industry, development, local delicacies. We have a lot riding on this. Sounds like most of that boils down to wanting to make lots of money. That's right. You admitted it! Doesn't it just feel better to be honest about these sorts of things? Oh, that's true. Wait, Mayor, does this mean... Oh, we're certainly going to resist as best we can. Alright, everyone, let's do this. Yeah. But I think it's time I got serious too. Behold my true form. What the? I'm detecting an abnormal spirit origin value. I think the entire town's faith energy is being concentrated in Valentinius. What kind of explanation is that? Well, no matter. It's time, everyone. This will be the final battle. Roger, Dodger. Indeed, it's time for a final confrontation. Lady Johanna. If you want to destroy the lovey-dovey Heart Johanna statue, you'll have to step over my dead body to do it. No, sorry, I suppose if I die, I'll end up being your dead body. It will end up being your dead body, won't it? Don't you go killing me off. So we're not going to be facing off against Bima? Yeah, I mean, he's not on my support. He's not a support, so... Let's see how this goes. Because I have no idea. This turned some interesting directions. Let's go with that. They brought Columbus egg back. They brought the Columbus egg back. I was expecting a lot of things, but I was not expecting Columbus egg to Electric Boogaloo. Just wow. Just wow. A completely unexpected development here. But, it's a good thing all the supports gave us a neutral affinity. But, the event definitely took a weird turn towards the end there, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. So, Lady Johanna, yeah, she's quite the cool servant. If I had the funds, I would definitely try rolling for her, but yeah, that must say what today? I didn't see what that passed by too fast. Hang on. I'm pausing to see what that said. Because the stream's got a little delay. That must say love 3 times a day. Ah, the tenets of Lovey Dovey. Got it. Okay. Whoop. Wrong button press. Johanna is an arts-based NP. She also has some sort of attack debuff? Bonus effect of normal... chance to charm with a normal attack. Okay. In that case, we're not going to do a normal attack. We're going to NP. But, gosh, where was I? I was complaining about snow last battle. And the cold. I don't really think there's much more elaboration I need to do about how much I hate the snow and I hate cold. So I won't elaborate any further on that point. But schooling, that's also what I was talking about. I was talking about my schooling, because IT program. First semester is about a quarter of the way done, technically speaking, I guess. Because, I mean, again, it's a 10-week semester, so... Ooh, I just saw that you get NP off. Mashes should be sufficient enough. But, yeah, 10-week semester, and I believe I only have 4 semesters I need to do, if my memory serves properly, which it does. So, I'm almost a quarter of the way through my degree program, yay! What I'm gonna do after that, I don't know, but I have spoken with some people, and... excuse me. I know that, I do have the chance to take a coding class later on, and it's looking like JavaScript coding is going to be the best of the 3 options offered. Because it offers Java, C++, or Python. And it sounds like Python is relatively easy to learn, like, from outside sources, so given that that's the case, I will probably be doing that. One of the things I definitely want to see about doing is see if I can't make my own screen sharing program. I don't know how long it's going to take until I can actually do such a thing, but the second I can do it, I'm probably going to see if I can, because that is a problem I have stated many times before that I've had with streaming, is just screen sharing from my phone to my computer. So if I can make an app myself that does it, then I am definitely going to frickin' do it. Because it'll be a personal goal. It's a personal goal. And that's something I do need to do more of, is I need to set personal goals to reach for my education. And while that's a small one, I think it's a good one to shoot for. I do think that it'll be a good goal to shoot for, to be able to make my own program to screen share. The final chain falls. Where I'll go from there, I don't know. Heck yeah, I won. Damn it, we lost. So we did, Mayor. Well, I guess that's that, then. So much for all my plans for Johanna Land. All those attractions, the staff dressed in costumes of Johanna and her friends, the Johanna Water Park I wanted to eventually build next door, the Johanna Big Top Circus, a daily parade that would march between all 3 in rotation. Just how ambitious are you, anyway? I feel like Karen has infused a little bit of her essence into this guy. My ultimate goal was to build a forever town, or at least one that would last a whole millennium. Talk about dreaming big. I don't know, that sounds kind of small-minded to me. I can't even tell anymore. So you won. Congratulations, Johanna. Guess that means our job here is done. Hey, you guys, any last words before we go? I have nothing to say, but if I must say something, I wish I could have continued the construction. Poor Semiramis. Wow, that Charlduff sounded just like Semiramis. Oh, and even disappeared like a servant. Alright, that's our cue to leave too. May the Lord's guidance be with you, Lady Johanna. Goodbye, everyone. I hope we can cook together again sometime. Ah, the Marthas. ...
I don't really have anything to say, plus I already said what I had to, so I'm just going to disappear now.
Thanks for all your advice.
Don't worry about it, as they say, misery loves company. Farewell.
Sorry I was such a bust this time. If we ever meet again, I'll really give it all I've got, just to entertain you. Don't worry, we're probably going to be seeing you in like a month here for the White Day event, is my guess. Of course, whether that's with food or fighting will depend on our positions and how I feel at the time. So Bhima is the White Day servant, is my guesstimate. And I was about to say, we don't really get new White Day servants, but we did get one last year with Konstantinos. Wait. No. He didn't come with White Day. He didn't. Did he? Last year's White Day was sort of the, Weird Glasses event that God Juno was the headliner for, but Konstantinos did play a part in it as well. But Konstantinos didn't come out until... Did he come out for White Day, like, after the event, or did he come out for Trom? I don't remember. Goodbye, everyone, and thank you.
Well, let's get this statue torn down, then.
I'm glad to see you're taking this so well, Grandpa, but what are you talking about?
Now, let's see. Where was it again?
On the back, Mayor.
Oh, right here it is. Hup. Here you go.
What? The Holy Grail?
Uh-oh. Here we go again.
So, how was it? Did you enjoy yourself? You! Ow, ow, ow. Hey, knock it off. I'm a fragile devil. It seemed to me as though you enjoyed yourself a great deal, Johanna. Sure, if you just set aside how utterly mortified I was. Anyway, I can destroy it now, yes? You know it. You can demolish it so thoroughly, it'll be like it never even existed at all. Will the memory of it be erased from everyone's minds? Not in the case of your companions. They'll remember it vividly for the rest of their days. Fine, I was prepared for that. So how did it feel to be jealous and ashamed? Horrid, nauseating, even. In fact, I might have thrown up in my soul a little. That's just how it goes when you're not used to those sorts of feelings. And in your case, since you became a saint so quickly, you needed some potent medicine. And if the choice was between extra spicy or extra sweet, surely a saint like you would pick the spicy option, right? Well, speaking for myself, I do tend to prefer the hard way over the easy one. But this was beyond the pale. Well, then you'll be all set, cause it's not gonna get any easier going forward. Maybe not, but I really, really hope there aren't any more problems like this ever again. Anyway, it's time for us to say goodbye too. I really enjoyed watching you agonize over this. See ya. Thank you, both of you. What a softy. That's the Pope for you. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer. And so the two figures calling themselves Angel and Devil disappeared with the wind. The whole experience had been both embarrassing and frivolous. I can't say I'm not still more than a little uneasy. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Oh, your ad. Fair. But I also feel oddly liberated, like I've just shown people I have what it takes. Now you're back. Wow, you got through the ad very quickly there, J6. But welcome to the stream. Happy things. And actually, are you sure you're really J6 and you're not just somebody who's been hacked and is pretending to be J6? When I opened my eyes, it was like the statue had never existed. The servants who had been guarding it were gone, and the townspeople were going about their business as usual. Terrible. Sorry to hear that, man. I am legitimately sorry to hear that. I hope that the hacking was limited to only your Discord. I hope that it was only your Discord that was... too much snow. Yeah, got a fair bit of snow where I am, too. Too much snow. I very much agree. It was only Discord. Yeah, I don't know for certain, but I feel like I was the first person whoever hacked you tried to send that spam thing to, and I quickly muted you on my server, and by the time I got a hold of Andy, you were kind of, spam posting in Zahak's server. So, yeah. I tried to minimize the damage as much as possible, but could only do so much, sadly. But glad to see that you seem to have gotten your control back. Snow covered the entire stairway to your backyard. Good gracious. How much snow did you get, man? I mean, we got like 4 inches where I am, and that was too much. I can only imagine how much you got. There was no sign that anyone had been singing my praises or selling Johanna merchandise. I have to admit, seeing that left me just the slightest bit conflicted. That's it. The singularity's all repaired. Great job, guys. I mean, I've seen worse than, like, 4 inches of snow as well, but where I live, it's been fairly tame winters lately. Like, I don't even think during all of 2024 I had to shovel once. It was that tame. It was tame enough that we did not have any salt. So, a few years ago there was enough snow to make your door get stuck. Oh, good gracious. Sadly, that will never happen with me, because the front door to my house is elevated off the ground by like 3 feet. So that's never going to happen with me. I'm never going to experience being snowed in. Alright, just give me a second. I'll have you all back in. Gordy. After around 2,000 plus encounters. Done. You want to say something? Sure, that's fine. Hang on a second. Johanna, this is Gordolf Mutant, Director of Chaldea. You got Shiny Aerodactyl in Pokemon X from Fossil Revive. Nice! Congrats on that, congrats on that. Meanwhile, I found myself very fortunate because I managed to stumble upon a shiny in the Indigo disc. I just randomly stumbled upon a shiny. I believe it was Fracture. A shiny Fracture, I think it was. It was whatever event was going on recently in there where there was just like increased spawn rates. I found a shiny Fracture just randomly. I was just wandering around the terrarium and I just passed by one of those areas and it's like, wait a second. Is that one a little different colored? And I went and looked, and surely enough, it was a shiny. That's the first wild shiny that I have found without specifically hunting for it since Legends Arceus. Again, I still do wish there was the bling sound, but it was boosted odds. Gotcha. So it's not as impressive, but still, I'm proud of myself. I noticed it. I picked it out. I'm proud of myself. Johanna, this is Gordolf Music, Director of Chaldea. You wanted to talk to me? Yep. We're going to monitor this minute singularity's repair as little as possible. I'm also going to reject as many requests as we to view the servant log as I can. Showing off like anything can be bad if taken to extremes, but it isn't inherently wrong. It's inherently human. You've been something for a while now. I mean, this was like 2 weeks ago that I got the shiny, so yeah, I know, just go online. It was 2 weeks ago. It was literally during the Pokemon stream from 2 weeks ago. I was online and it happened, so. If you don't want to tell anyone about this experience, you don't have to. The important thing is that you remember it. Director, thank you. As soon as I get back, I'm going to show you an exercise routine that's guaranteed to help you slim down. No, Gordy's fine. Don't bother. The music physique is 100% intentional. Considering we've seen his father, I believe that. So on that note, everyone, please don't tell anyone else about this, okay? Sure, if that's what you want. I'd be happy to do as you ask. Okay. I'll keep my lips zipped so I won't tell anyone. I understand. The singularity will be our little secret. Yes, of course, Johanna. Spill the beans. I mean, Johanna, sorry to say this, but I'm pretty sure thousands upon thousands of people have seen this singularity. Millions, even. But, yeah, so this secret is going to spread far and wide, Johanna. The name of Pope Johanna shall be known for much longer. Who knows, maybe one day some FGO fan will go on to prove that Johanna actually did exist, or something. The singularity will be our little secret. You don't like Johanna. Interesting. Any particular reason why? And so the case of the Lovey-Dovey heart Johanna statue was closed. Lord Rama, Lady Janta, and Nursery all agreed to keep it a secret. And of course, Master and Mash did too. And so I returned to my normal life at Chaldea. But now I'm having experiences I never did before. For example, chowing down on chocolate, which I'd never eaten before. You didn't like her from Trom? That's fair. I feel like she didn't have enough real characterization in Trom to form an opinion. I mean, honestly speaking, the big players in Trom were Salome, Kriemhild, Konstantinos, Roland, Don Quixote, and Moriarty. Those were the 6 servants that had the big spotlights in Trom, in my opinion. Also, she's a pope, which I go, nah, I'm far away. That's fair. That is fair. So sweet. So you've never had chocolate before, Johanna. Do you like it? So good, so good. Care to elaborate? I can't, it's so good, I don't even know how to talk about it. I had no idea how sweet and bitter went so well together. What kind of chocolate did you guys give her? They really do, don't they? The more cacao chocolate has, the more bitter it tastes. You guys gave her dark chocolate. Oh no! Give her milk chocolate, the superior chocolate. Whoever thought to add sugar to this was genius. I think I'll have another. By all means. I probably have a chocolate elephant this year again. So sweet. This is bliss. Why did Mash suddenly grow bigger? Aren't you gonna have any chocolate yourself, Senpai? I'm waiting for yours, Mash. Yes, give there is. I am sorry, I was waiting for the right time to give it to you. Would now be okay? Then I'll go get it right now. Tastes like youth. Oh my, it's wonderful how badly you're behaving. Wonderful, how so? Well, I am the incarnation of that sort of thing. So lying in bed, reading books, and eating candy. Why are we in Johanna's room? Or better yet, why is she in our room? I can hardly think of a more fulfilling life. Man, I miss those days. J6, don't you miss those days where you could just laze around in bed, doing whatever you want, eating whatever you want? Man, those were the days. Those were the days. Me either. Oh, in that case, would you like to read this book together, Nursery? I borrowed it from Murasaki's library. So the library, then. I don't think the library is specifically Murasaki's library, it's just the library. Of course, here, I'll read it to you. That sounds great. Yeah, I love hearing you read stories, Nursery. I listened carefully to Nursery's voice. She used her calm, gentle tones to weave a tale I'd never heard before. Embarrassing as my wish was, I can't help but think that if I hadn't gone so far, I would have never known what it was that I wanted, or what I find enjoyable. I would have just existed, just been someone who may or may not look like Pope Johanna. Thinking about that makes me so grateful, and so certain I never want to go through anything like that again. Me, myself, I, Johanna, I'm sure there are people out there who refuse to believe I existed, but that's okay. Hey, you know what? You could be a motorcycle, Johanna. You could be a motorcycle right now. No, it's better than okay. It's what let me open up and savor more of the world. I've made my very own memories, and I'm not letting them go. Maybe I should even keep a diary. These are things I think about while listening to Nursery tell her calm, gentle, and Okay, calm, gentle, and brutal fairy tales. To be fair, I feel like Nursery would do that, wouldn't she? So the real Johanna can just be a little closer to her imagined ideal. Alright, now give us the scene for MASH. Close my eyes as I listen and I see a familiar sight. 15 to 20 tries, lost out, but beat Morgoth without summons. Nice. Wait, you didn't summon Melina? Aw. The only fight that Melina is able to be summoned for. And there's gotta be some lore reason behind that. There's got to. But sadly, we might get some more lore for some of the Elden Ring stuff with Night Rain. By the way, J6, are you going to be purchasing Night Rain at all? Or do you even know anything about Elden Ring Night Rain? There are still only a few, but bit by bit, I'm starting to fill my suitcase with things which are truly precious to me. Well, should you get it, I'm definitely going to be getting it myself. I sadly did not get a network test code, so yeah, I watched people too. If I had gotten a code for the network test, then I do not care how bad of a headache I would have had. I would have played as much as possible, which would have been not at all for the very first one, because I would have probably gotten it for the PlayStation, but I would have played as much as possible, and I'm so looking forward to it. I watched people play it, and it is so good looking. Roguelikes, I don't play that many of them, but it seems like a legitimately fun game, and I'm looking forward to playing it. The multiplayer system you see in the network is the same they use for everything else. Okay, it's not that good. But they're improving it. That's the thing. That's why they did the network test 3 months before the release date, so they can likely improve it further. So yeah, I'm looking forward to Night Rain. I'm definitely going to be playing it. And should you be playing it at the same time as I, then we can play it together. Chaldea Petite 4. So this must be Mash's Choco Latte. I wish we had a scene of her giving it to us, but... A Valentine's Day gift from Mash. The charming shapes feel somehow warm and nostalgic. These handmade cream puffs, filled with kindness, seem to bring solace to your constantly beleaguered heart. Mash says she strolled to make the show patriot. How do you pronounce that word? I've never seen that word, honestly. Choux. It's a French word for cabbage. It's cream puff, essentially. Pronunciation of this word. It's just shoe?
Shoe.
Why? Why? Why is it spelled so weird if it just sounds like that? I so prefer phonetic spelling. Choux. Why is that shoe? That does not phonetically sound like shoe. It's like chokes. Well, yes, you're Canadian, French Canadian, kind of a similar dialect, but yes, French Canadian, I get it. It's weird to me. I'm American, J6, American. I only speak American. So, you know, the non-American words don't make sense to me. But you're going to play it, and if you don't like it, you're going to go for the refund. That's fair. That is fair to go for the refund if you don't like it. Alright, back to the description. Mash says she struggled to make the shoe pastries turn out right, but you can't imagine how that could be after seeing the end result. The flaky shells are generously packed with fresh cream and delicately garnished with chocolate, making it a perfect Valentine's Day treat to enjoy together. And I would gladly enjoy this treat with Mash. Ugh. Why'd it have to be a vertical one? So I see... Let's see, who do we all have here? I see three foes. Happy, sweet... And I cannot guess what the rest of the words are there. Okay. It's a nice little chocolate. Mash is becoming quite the pâtissier. Gotta admit, her chocolates keep getting more and more elaborate with every year. Even if you're American citizen, you hate America right now because you live in Canada. And is there some kind of rivalry or something going on right now between Canada and America? Alright, I think I will give the high difficulty quest a shot here. Ruler up. Okay, I think I know what we're up against. We are going to be up against the Mango and Amore. That is what this fight is going to be about. The tariffs. Tariffs. Honestly, I've been kind of news isolated lately, so I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I've been kind of isolated from most news sources. Just been trying to hammer myself into my degree program, you know. Degree, and I kind of got sucked into another video game. I will not lie. I spent about 120 hours in the past... No, more than 120 hours in the past 2 weeks on a video game. So, suffice to say, I've kind of been dead to most news points. President planning to add an extra 25% tariffs on all Canadian-related stuff. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, strategy hint. The angel will grant good wishes, while the devil will grant evil wishes. These contrasting traits may lead to catastrophe. You may be inflicted with good or evil traits when you attack the angel and devil. Special defense against good and evil will be applied if you would break the gauge. Interesting. Excuse me. So, challenge quest setup. So, good and evil. If they're going to inflict them as debuffs... And special defense against good and evil will be applied if you break the gauge. Alright, see you when you get back. If I'm still doing this fight, because I think this is going to be the last... Well, no, I'll probably do some Valentines chocolate, see who the last one to give me a chocolate is, but I need to determine. Actually, can you check alignments here? Can you check the alignments of servants in these? Neutral evil, you can. Okay. So, Ruler and Avenger. That is what we're up against. We don't want to bring a Moon Cancer, so an Avenger would probably be best because it's going to be neutral damage against the Mango and extra damage against the Ruler. The issue is the fact that you want me to bring an Avenger, and I'm pretty sure all the Avengers are, like, evil. Yeah, chaotic evil. Chaotic evil. Let me guess. Chaotic evil. Wow, who would have guessed it? I'm gonna guess chaotic evil. Neutral evil. Oh, close. Kagekyo is... Hey, she's chaotic evil. Never would have guessed. Aris is... Lawful balance. Okay, so Aris is a possibility. You are AoE or single target. You're single target, so you're going to be good against Karen. So Aris is a possibility. Mario X is lawful good, so that's a no. Lobo is not leveled, and Amadeus or Salieri is chaotic evil. So if we want to do this, it would have to be Aris. No, I don't have anything that gives just a straight damage boost. Dang it. But special attack against human attributes. I'm gonna look something up real quick on the fandom. We're doing some strategy building here. So I want to look up Amore Karen. Is she considered a human? Does she have the human attribute, or does she have something else? Humanoid. So it does have the human attribute. No, she has the sky attribute. Okay. So this won't be as affected against her. Angry Mango. His attribute is man. So it will be better against Angry Mango. Okay. So I'm actually going to back out. I do have enough of the CE. I can max limit break it. Not skill. CE. Sort by this. And unlock all the others. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so this will give us a 50% starting NP gauge, as well as extra damage against the Angry Mango. Theoretically, at least. Theoretically. Yes, yes. Evil, good, all that jazz. And then you're going to take the cutie who sits behind me. It's a 25%. Not as much as I was hoping, but it's something. And then turn off the filter. We're going to bring Arcas with Fragment 2030. Waver with Bond CE. You know what? I think Bond CE is better suited for Cass here than Fragment. Meme Master Memelin with his CE. If I can find it. I might be blind. There it is. My finger was literally hovering over it. And lastly, we will bring... nope, can't bring Scotty. We'll bring Mash just to see if she needs to clean up the mess. And... do we keep going with Decisive? Let's go Atlas. Alright. Let's see how we do here. Let's see how this challenge quest goes. Avenger should have advantage over Karen, and being man attributes for the CE should have advantage over Angry Mango. I'll just watch for now. Strength up against evil. What's inside? Wonder, health first, that's very important. What did you just inflict on me? So, when you have good trait, increase debuff resistance. When you have the evil trait, remove 1 defensive buff for yourself during normal attacks. Awareness of evil changes. Chance to apply evil trait to a single enemy when attacked. Excuse me. There's 1 left. When the angel is not on the field, apply attack down and defense down for yourself, which gradually increases. You do increase damage versus evil, and your NP is sealed. And awakening to good. Chance to apply the good trait when attacked. Okay. You have a brave chain for Aris right off the bat. That. Oh, she also has the servant extra damage. Yeah, we'll do that. And we're gonna throw a single Charisma of Hope on her. And then this. Go for the Brave Chain with the NP lead up. Let's see how Aris does. This is the first time seeing her NP in this ascension, it seems. Nice, nice, nice. Good damage is good. I think she did get the good trait applied to her. It's present. You're happy, right? So an attack down was inflicted. Let me check. Did she get... She is good now. Okay. Anything else happen here? So just strength up against good traits. That's fine. But we can counteract that by doing a Cass NP. So what we're going to do is another Charisma for another attack boost. And then Cass, Aris, Aris. It's not a Brave Chain, but the damage output should be greater, and this is covering us in case a more Karen gets an NP from this break that we are hopefully about to inflict. Hopefully. She's zooming. Okay, another break. Half a mil damage that time. We do not have another NP. No question I will offer infinite love. So everybody's really good now. And we got a rando that I'm gonna bano. Because I don't want spammo. Alright. So I do not have NP unless I use a seal. Do I wish to use a seal? I think so. And I also think what we'll do is we're going to throw these on Cass, use a seal on Aris, and then repeat this verse. This should eliminate Karen, and the reason I did this with Cass is just in case her dying boosts Angry Mango to 100% NP. Because you never know. Okay, Karen is defeated. Sarsen came up, avenge me. Okay. Attack and defense boost. Okay, but no charge. Let's try something bad together. So now she is evil! Evil! Devil's Indolence. And he's slacking off. So he's just going to gradually decrease his attack and defense, but he has an attack and defense buff. Meanwhile, Aris here, when you have evil trait, remove one defense buff from yourself when attacking. That's probably going to sadly get rid of the anti-enragement defense, but is what it is. Yep, it does indeed. Thing is we don't have to worry about an NP here just yet. Ow! Good freaking gracious, Angry Mango. Why would you crit like that, man? That did not heal. I have the wrong set for healing. Whoopsie. Do I want to burn an invincibility now? I think I have to. Just to keep Aris alive. And then we will doot. Not going to be as hard hitting, because we are not buffed to the 9s, but... And was it a wise decision? It was a wise decision to invince Aris. Okay. Let's remove her skill cooldown now. Get some evasion going. And a little bit of everything else. Even though she's not going to attack this turn, it doesn't hurt to have those buffs going. Especially the evasion, apparently. Or not! The Mango just doesn't like Aris for some reason, I guess. That sucked. Well, everything is at least neutral damage right now. So we should be fine here. It just is unfortunate that we do not have our ace in the hole for this challenge quest. Mash may end up coming in, which would be nice. Okay. Feel like Mango is going to be NPing here soon. Sadly, I don't have a Brave Chain with which to guarantee things here. But we forestall the NP for one more turn. Okay. Excuse me. So what we're gonna do is dupe, dop deep. Excuse me. I should have reversed that order, because if they lose their defenses on attacking, then that can be bad. Oh wait, they lose their debuff, so they're fine. There we go. Cass and Waver are evil now. But now then, time for some retribution. Okay, it was indeed a charge to fool. You did this to yourself. Oh, that's right. I remember now. So let me see what he all got. He's still slacking off. He still has defense up. Okay, he has defense up against evil. 5 guts. And he will reflect any damage taken. Well. In that case, I'm gonna have to sack somebody here, I think. And Waver, you've got a full thing, so sorry, bro, but you're gonna have to go. EAQ. If you're gonna go down, you're gonna go down swinging. Die upside down. I'm sorry, that's freaking AoE. Fuck. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well. I might be in trouble here. Hey, J6, I might be in trouble here. I didn't realize that Angry Mango's NP completely bypassed any sort of defenses and was AoE. So I might be in trouble here. Also, Moushu is now evil. No! No, I did not. So, this is a very much no bueno situation. I'm just trying to think of the best way to approach this. I have an idea of the best way, but it remains to be seen if it will work. Just stab him. I tried to sack Waver, and then I just suffered a full board wipe. Okay. So we've got the carte blanche to attack as we please right now. We're gonna do this. And then dupe. Dump deep. Tells a hawk to calm his dad down. I don't think that'll work since he's not here, so yeah. Okay. So Angry Mango transforms. Gets a little bit of heal off, which is kind of BS, but is what it is. Okay. So what I need to do is lead with the quick card. No, I cannot risk a crit. Cannot risk a crit. So like this. We're going to take damage here. No avoiding that. That was a lot of damage, Mash! You just did a lot of damage with a single quick card. Oh, I boosted my Mashu so much. What?! I did that much damage? I didn't realize I did so much damage. That was literally the lowest damage I could possibly do as well. One more try on today's stream, I think. I think this squad is good. I need to avoid the Mango NP, I guess, somehow. Oh, this is a terrible starting turn, man. Absolutely terrible. I don't have an Reese Brave Chain. Man, I honestly did not know the Mango hit like a friggin' druck. I kind of feel like he doesn't hit that hard when he's on your team, though. Just a bit of intuition tells me that. Also, they definitely have something against Uri's, I'm just saying. They have something against the poor girl. 3x his damage taken. Shite. So I would have to whip hard, in other words. We've got to cleanse this amount of debuffs on her. Triple NP, no damage. Yeah. The thing is, though, is that that's not really viable with this setup. That is sadly not viable with this setup. I mean, if I could somehow get Uri's off the field, then yeah, but... Uri's is like the beast for dealing with rulers, or at least in this situation. I'm more than welcome for more suggestions, though. More suggestions are always welcome. I don't think that matters, because when it happens when he breaks the first bar, at least, and then he starts gaining NP again. And honestly, I don't even know what Karen does, but she kind of scares me more. Excuse me. Of course, if Angry Mango just continues to wail on poor Uri's here, then it might not be an issue. She's a regular AoE NP. I mean, honestly, I was gonna say AoE NPs scare me, but Angry Mango's kind of got the worst AoE NP I've ever encountered in an enemy. It buffs. Oh, it's a 1 buff block. Oof. That's kind of brutal. If Aris goes down, it will make things harder, but at the same time, it will also make things a little easier. I take down the mango this turn. At least this bar of the mango goes down this turn. Yeah, Makusa might be scarier. The mango goes down this turn. I have an idea, and it's ballsy as hell. I have no idea if my idea is gonna work or not. But no guts, no glory. Alright, time to initiate plan. No guts, no glory. We're gonna see if we can't just break him in one shot. Doesn't matter. I doubt I'm gonna break him in one shot, but you never know. I didn't have the possibility to triple NP here, so. Or double NP and then try and do a weak hit, rather. That was good damage, but I'm about to get rocked. Or not. That was not 3x the damage taken. I don't think it was. I thought I did 300,000. But either way, it's a good chunk of his HP down. I have not the slightest clue. Okay. So now we just go in and wail on the fucker. As long as everybody survives, then we're fine. As long as we can get a full NP barrage up and ready to go by the time he is ready, we will be fine. Two X damage reflect, yep. Seems like what it is. Okay. This will contribute to having a full NP barrage ready to go. In fact, I have a full NP barrage ready to go with all the charging we've got between these units. I think a mash Brave Chain is fine. And a Waiver Brave Chain is fine on this one. I would have kind of liked a break there. Actually, that would have been a kill. Wait, no, he has guts. I'm dumb. Okay. Yell all you want, Mango. Yell all you want. It's not gonna do nothing. I don't even need to go for the full NP barrage. We're just gonna do some charisma. And then... what do I want to go first? Let's go... Mash Waver Merlin. Alright, I'm about to be taking 0 times 2. Because I wanted the extra heals from the Meme Master. And crits. Because I do not know how high of a guts I'm about to be smacked with. Die upside down. Oh no! I'm taking 0 damage! Ah! Okay. Let's get some of these going here. And we're gonna see if we can't break the mango before things happen. Yeah, that's what I meant. More crits, because stars per turn. Okay. Can we break the mango? That's 1. Oh, he only has a 1 HP guts. He's toast! The question is, how many guts do he have? Oh. Just how many guts does a mango have? That is the question. None! Mash gets the final kill as the only good member still alive in the party. Not bad. Not bad. Now we just have to deal with the fact that Merlin and Waver are now forever evil. Alright. That's the challenge quest done and dusted. It was a little bit challenging at first. I did do it without a command seal. Just guess it was bad RNG on the first try. Merlin Altar. A terrifying prospect. But now, before I end today's stream, we're going to find out who is going to be the last female servant to gift us a chocolat. So we're going to do random gifts. We're going to do 10 and skip any previously viewed cutscenes. And if there's any new cutscenes, we will experience them. Unless I don't care for the servant. Alright, their voice, so I don't need to speak. We'll just let them speak for us. It'd be better if I could actually understand what they were saying, though. You gave your special chocolate Shiki. I was going to give mine to Mashu, but that was not allowed, so I gave it to Melt. So that way her quest to Bond 15 can go a little smoother. Yeah, I'm gonna just read these, because if it's a servant I don't really care, I don't really feel as special, then I'll read them, but otherwise I'll let their voices speak. It's not a big deal, but, well, I did want to say, what did I want to say? Oh, you know how you're always looking out for my dog, right? So, you have a dog? Anning has a dog? I didn't know that. Honestly, did not know she had a dog. I thought she had a dinosaur. Here for you. It's chocolate. I made it myself. Thank you. Anyway, I was thinking... handmade chocolate and fossils kind of have a lot in common, right? No! I see no correlation between handmade chocolate and fossils. And think about it. You take what used to be plain old chocolate, melt it down, pour it into a mold, harden it into a different shape, and then... No, wait. On second thought, they don't have much in common. Not in the slightest. Thought I could use my knowledge to talk about something meaningful. But I guess I failed pretty hard. You're slightly annoyed since you can now get a shiny Manaphy if you make a living dex from Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Why can you now get one? Out of curiosity. Well, what's taking you so long? Hand it over already. Huh? What am I supposed to hand over? Pokemon Home. I've not done anything with Pokemon Home, so... didn't realize that. I mean, well, I'm waiting for you to pay up. Everyone knows you offer money in exchange for goods in our society. This is a present, though. When did I ever say this was a present? Well, of course it's not free. I spent a lot of time learning how to prepare this, not to mention actually making it. So don't get the wrong idea, okay? Fork it over. Come on, get that wallet out. I definitely had the wrong idea then. Will you accept this then? Cartridge from Pokemon Rangers and beat it, and found it had still had a Manaphy egg in it. Oh. And that Manaphy egg is not shiny locked? Token of my thanks for all your help. Huh? You actually have some for me? Why didn't you say so sooner? Damn it, forget the money then. We'll just call this an even trade then. See you later. Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. This was totally not True Love chocolate. Got it? Fair. It's showing like only the file you transfer it to. Gotcha. Alright, so Marianning was new amongst them. Any new ones amongst this 10 batch? Indeed there is, indeed there is. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? A few days ago. Creamhild! Oh no. This is a friendship chocolate, Creamhild. 30 minutes since she called me here. Is there a chance for the Manaphy egg to hatch into a Fion? Well, there was some sort of event in the not-too-distant future. Talking about Valentine's Day? That's it. So it's called Valentine's Day. Goodness, I had no idea such an event was to occur on February 14th. This is not the voice I would have imagined for Creamhild. Let me just say, that is not the tone of voice I would have imagined for her. She's pretending not to see the Valentine's Day magazine on the desk over there. I'm told that Valentine's Day is an event in which we give chocolate to those who regularly support us. I wouldn't say he supports me so much that I hate his stinking guts. Okay, this is about Sumanai. This is about Sumanai. Good. Whew. But maybe I should still give him some chocolate anyway. Archetype Moon's Valentine's Day scene. Archetype Moon? Who's Archetype Moon? Archetype... Okay, I was about to say, who the heck is Archetype Moon? Oh, so it's for Siegfried! Huh? And just why should I take any time out of my precious day to make homemade chocolate for him? And then, as if that weren't enough, top it off with a handwritten card? You're making it by hand, then. No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I am. And you're going to include a card as well. Yes, that's right. One filled with curses and contempt. Yes, he is. Sumanai is one lucky bastard. Okay, let me just calm down. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's interesting how Sumanai and Sigurd both have the same kind of legend, but their significant others are significantly different on the scale of Dare. Hey, Zahak, welcome to the stream, how'be things. Okay, let me just calm down. There, that's better. Anyway, I doubt any gift he received would make him either happy or sad. But regardless, as his queen, I still have an obligation to give him something. So now that I've said this much, I trust you understand what I'm getting at. Valentine's Day Challenge Quest. I'll help you, Creamhild. I will help you. I see. Thank you. That's good to hear. Alright, I believe you need fire to make chocolate, yes? Technically, yes. Also, I'm just saying it, I honestly feel like Creamhild's voice should have had more of the typical ara sort of feel to it. Just saying. Why would you need fire? Well, the saying is, now we're cooking with fire, right? So it should be easy enough that even I can do it. Yeah, I don't think I've ever encountered the Angry Mango NP. So I was kind of caught off guard. Alright, I'll go get the wok and some lard. Lard? I think you might have the wrong idea there. What? You're supposed to bake it in an oven? Is that all it takes? Oh my, you're right. This is delicious. Is that all there is to it? Aren't we supposed to try different things to see what works? Think all you need now is a card and some wrapping paper. Yes, I suppose so. It tastes perfectly fine, so I suppose the focus should be on the presentation. Do you have any specific ideas? Go on, tell me, Master. Let's see. The second option would be hilarious, but I really would love to know what the reaction is going to be to the suggestion of the first one. Is she going to take it literal, or is she going to balmung us? I think just... Plus, you know, Sumanai, he's kind of thick in the head. He's thick-headed. I think he kind of needs a very obvious hint as to what his wife wants. We're trying to be a wingman here. We are Sumanai's wingman. Yes, that's a wonderful idea. I could tie a ribbon around myself, hold the chocolate in my mouth, and say... Wow, that is definitely more forward than I was suggesting. I'll do that when hell freezes over. After coming all this way, to think the last major obstacle would be wrapping. Did she just run off? How light on her feet is she? That sounded very much just like... Wow. It's fine, just stab Sumanai and all will be well. No! No! Sumanai must enjoy lovey-dovey time with his wife. He does not have the guts like Sigurd does. I don't suppose you have any other ideas. Break out the secret weapon? We have a secret weapon. Ah, the secret weapon is just telling him. Huh? What? You may not like Creamhill that much, but this Valentine's scene makes you dislike her a little bit less. Oh, that's good to know. We asked Siegfried directly. Black, red, and white. Why would you do that? Okay, maybe the voice is starting to grow on me. The voice is starting to grow on me. Figure when in doubt, this is the surest answer. That's true. You're right, I can't argue with that, but remember this, Master. Sometimes even a sound argument can make people go crazy. The voice is starting to grow on me. When all was said and done, she found it in herself to give him her gift. Then, sometime later... She does, yes. Here, thank you for your help the other day. Thank you. I swear. So, oh, there's some more. Nope, this is the next one. Ah, Barghest! Barghest is next. Okay. I like that Creamhild one. It was definitely more showing that she still definitely has the feels for Sumanai. And Sumanai clearly is not completely oblivious, you know? Considering he didn't say something like, I'd rather she just didn't give me one, or something like that. Giant in Candyland indeed. Jotun. But now we're on to Barghests. You're weak. You know, I think a giant would need to eat more than just a house of chocolate to get diabetes. Well, that was unsatisfying. Is that it for today's training simulation training? Why are we making Candyland in a simulator? I was looking forward to a challenging enemy today, but what a disappointment you turned out to be. What a joke. I guess getting to see an enemy bigger than me in my peak form was too much to hope for. I mean, Barghest, if you really want to fight, then we can just call King Protea in here. Great job, Barghest. Same to you, Master. You did a great job keeping close to me and out of danger. Fighting while knowing someone has your back all the while is a wonderful thing. I think in King Protea's case, it kind of matters, since she was able to hold ORT still for at least a second without being bowled over. So, yeah, I kind of think in that case size does matter. By the way, I know this is sudden, Master, but do you have any plans for tomorrow? Or if you do, how about the day after? You're free? Then wait for me in your room. Valentine's Day is coming up, isn't it? I heard of it often in Fairy Britain as well. If I recall correctly, it's a time to express your day-to-day gratitude with chocolate. It's a very roundabout, modest and thoughtful tradition, just the sort of thing I'd expect of proper human history. Oh gosh. I was about to make a remark about how she probably gave the one guy that was weak that she was protecting Valentine's chocolate, but then I remembered that she ate him and was brainwashed to forget that she ate him, and had a massive mental break upon that realization that she actually ate him. So, yeah. You're gonna give me chocolate, Barghest? Of course. We Tamlin are nothing if not paragons of chivalry. Wait until you see my gift. It'll be even better than you dared to hope. I'm curious, admittedly. Why did I say that? I don't know the first thing about Valentine's Day. I did learn about the history of chocolate when I helped High Queen Morgan. Oh, she's talking about Morgan's Valentine's chocolate. Right. I also know Nak Na Rabah employed some dubious tricks when she made her chocolate. Better than what Castoria did. But I need to understand more than just the chocolate. How are things done here in proper human history? This holiday has been celebrated for many years now, right? So why is there no manual with a foolproof approach to guarantee Valentine's Day success? Barghest, you are preaching to the choir. Why is there no manual for a foolproof guaranteed success on Valentine's Day? You are preaching to the choir, Barghest. Milk. Probably because it's not one of those events where everyone has to act all stiff and formal. More importantly, can I have seconds, Baggy? This curried chicken is so good! Why must she always ask for food whenever she stops by? Child of Prophecy, I'm serious about this. If you're not going to help me, then I'm going to ask you to leave. From what I've heard, you were the winner at the mad match. Why are you saying dang for me preferring milk chocolate? A master chocolate maker, recognized even by the Queen of Chocolate herself as her superior. It didn't quite go like that. Yeah? Wait, that's how she thinks it went? Humiliating though it is to ask a commoner like you for advice about a personal problem, I'm willing to do whatever I must to win. No, to create a memorable Valentine. I mean, I'm fine with, like, dark chocolate cake and the like, but, like, dark chocolate in a candy bar form is too bitter for me. But a dark chocolate cake, I can stand. So please, teacher, instruct me. Tell me how to make the ultimate chocolate, one ranked A in design, deliciousness, and creativity alike. Okay, so you want to know how to make chocolate, huh? 90% cacao dark chocolate. Damn. That's gotta be really bitter. Alright, I, the Chocolate Meister, am willing to help. Now, what's the situation here? If you need the ultimate chocolate, it has to be for something major. Well, so you don't know the first thing about making Valentines, and that's what you said? What else could I do? I'm a Tamlin, I have a reputation to maintain. I don't really... I mean, outside of chocolate, I can't really say I eat that many sweets. Like, the only other sweet thing my palate really cares for is strawberry banana yogurt. Otherwise, it's just, like, chocolate. That's the only sweet thing I have. I'm more of a, savory taste is preferred. Probably because I eat protein. Strawberry banana, I would say, is pretty sweet. Wait until you see my gift, it'll be even better than you dare to hope. But you had no clue of what to make. Who even are you right now? Aurora? It's not as though I put no thought into it whatsoever. I really was confident I could pull it off in time, at the time. I bet. I can understand that part. Until I sat down to actually make it, I thought chocolate was easy too. But it's different when it's a gift for someone you really care about. Something you want them to always remember. You want to show them your very best, right? Right. I'm not so foolish as to compare my gift to others. But since it's a special day, I want to give him something more special than anyone else's gift. I know that may be contradictory, but I can't help feel that way. Unfortunately, I only know how to cook meat dishes. I'm ranked amateur when it comes to chocolate. Honestly, to be completely honest, I would probably prefer a good steak. In the grand scheme of things, I would prefer a good, medium rare steak to chocolate. Over 100 chocolate gifts around. Yeah, especially when there's the likes of Parvati giving you a literal elephant's worth of chocolate. So yeah, definitely good luck. But definitely would prefer a well-cooked steak to some chocolate. I did learn the basics, but if I'm going to make the most original, highest quality chocolate ever... Wait, you already know how to make chocolate? What's the problem then? I can't say I've had pork shoulder specifically. I have had pork butt. I've had, burnt ends. I've obviously had ribs. I've had tenderloin. And I've had pork chops. I don't know if I've had pork shoulder before, though. But, I mean, I love pork, so I'd probably enjoy it. If you have the basics down, then you just have to make use of your personal strengths. Which in your case is obviously your oversized bull, I mean your overwhelming physical strength. What do you say? Don't worry, just leave everything to me. This is a job for Merlin Magecraft. Oh no. Oh no. Merlin Magecraft is not good Magecraft. It's just explosions. It's me, Master. Bargus. May I come in? Sure, come on in. Thank you. Just to warn you, this may be a bit of a shock. Oh no! What kind of chocolate did she bring? I know the wrapping suggests I brought you a huge statue, but just don't worry. It's just chocolate. Char Siu is one of my favorites. I do not know what that is. Chinese barbecue pork. Okay. Chinese barbecue pork. That honestly, if it's not too spicy, that is something that I would definitely enjoy. As long as it's not too spicy. Thought about giving this to you after having dinner together at my mansion, but apparently that's a different sort of occasion. In your case, Baggy, inviting someone to your house is like asking them to offer themselves as a present. Savory, not spicy. It definitely sounds like something I would enjoy. She has a point. I've been good about keeping myself in check, but the sheer sweetness of the chocolate could cause me to shrug off my chains. Oh. Well, Barkus, that is news. So I decided to play it safe and content myself with coming to give you my gift in person. Master, I'm so grateful to you for summoning me to Chaldea, and for placing your trust in a dangerous fairy like me. Since I could never hope to adequately express my gratitude and affection in words, even were I to spend an entire year attempting to do so, I put them into this instead. Of course, it may be a bit too heavy for a small human like you, but I do hope you'll accept it all the same. Of course. They tend to add sugar or honey to make it too sweet. Okay. Like I said, it definitely sounds like something I would enjoy, because I do enjoy pork. I do so enjoy it. It's just a matter of, would the spices agree with my stomach? Actually, that's a question. Is it heavily spiced? Like, does it have strong spices to it? Or just spices that enhance the flavors and bring them out? Alright, Master, I'll take my leave. I'd love to stay longer, but for now, seeing you smile is more than enough. Valentine's Day is merely a celebration. It will not change our future or our lives. The decisive blow should be saved for the right time and place, when you're sure it will land. Right, Master? Alright then, I bid you good day. I will see you tomorrow, when I know you have grown yet again. Essentially, the way I've experienced seasoning is two different ways. Either they season the meat, and the seasonings they overwhelm the meat, and that tends to not agree with my stomach as much as the seasoning pairing well with the meat and enhancing the natural taste of said meat. It's why, for the most part, most of my seasonings I use is literally just salt and pepper, because I do not know, if the seasonings just do not agree with me otherwise. Grown again in one direction, exactly. Just how much chocolate did she give? That's not a lot. It's a marinade, normally. Okay. Marinade doesn't sound that bad. So then we go back, and we do another 10. Anybody new? I've got to be running out of new servants. Similar to barbecue sauce, the meat, and letting it sit in the fridge overnight. Okay, that doesn't sound that bad then. That's it. Right this way. Right this way. So this is going to be Summer Woo. Listen to the sound of the bells, and make sure you stay close to me. I have no clue, J6. No clue. And don't break formation unless you want to get lost. I might have to try marinating some pork overnight. Although, that would mean I'd have to have it 2 nights. in the fridge thawing out. One night to thaw and one night to marinate. Possibly, at least. You're all weak to the sunlight. Maybe I'll give you a break for a while. Do they censor her? I don't think so. There's got to be some explanation. Oh, wait, no. It's because we're from the perspective of a Jiangshi, I think is what they're called. The hopping vampire that have the seal over the front of their face that prevents them from moving freely. I think that's what they're called. Yeah, the hopping vampire. A Jiangshi is also known as a Chinese hopping vampire. It's a type of undead creature or reanimated corpse in Chinese legends and folklore. That is literally the result. The first results from Google are all saying that the Jiangshi is the Chinese hopping vampire. Okay, we're back. This is your home, nice and relaxing, right? Your life may be over, but at least you can return to your body to more familiar surroundings. There you go. Now we just peel this off and all this junk. See, it even says it right there. I'm vindicated. Also, I don't think I realized she had this ascension. All this Jiangshi jumping is hell on my feet. This is an interesting ascension. What is with the sleeves? That is the main issue. What the heck is the sleeves all about? What? You're tired already? Pathetic. Still don't worry about it. Jiangshi have no trouble hopping everywhere. Not when their bodies are so stiff they can't even think about getting sore. Excuse me. How was it? I kind of figured I was mispronouncing it. I kind of figured. Can you... I'm reading it phonetically. What'd you think of my little... Hang on. Is it just Jiangshi? Come on. You say the word is right there. Okay, so they're saying in JP, which is an entirely different pronunciation. Okay. Gotcha. You don't have to think, don't have to feel. All you have to do is obey my commands and hop where I tell you to hop. That sounds terrifying. What could be easier than that? Doesn't it seem like a wonderful future? If you like, even after you pass on, you could stay by my side forever as the world's first and only... Yeah, no. No, thank you. Go on, don't be shy. All you have to do is say... Yeah, I'm not saying those words. Thanks, but no thanks. What? For one thing, it's too soon to plan that far ahead. And also, right now... it's more fun to spend time together while I'm still alive. Oh, I see. So you'd rather spend time with me as a living person than a dead one. Out of curiosity, can you sound it out in the chat for me as to how it is supposed to be pronounced? J6. No? Fair enough. I didn't know you cared for me that much. Stick out my arms. What's the big idea? You scare me so much my Taoist outfit slipped off. That's kind of concerning that your clothes slip off if you get scared, Woo. Just saying. That is kind of concerning. Why the blank gaze, and what's going on with your arms? You weren't thinking of trying to pat my head, were you? You know I'm a perfect Taoist empress who's absolutely stacked with grown-up women charms now. Yes, that much is very evident. Save that sort of thing for when I'm in my assassin form. No, I definitely prefer this form, Woo. No, wait, that'll be a bit of a problem, too. Yeah, I definitely prefer this form to your assassin form. I'm pretty sure most people prefer this form to your assassin form. Pinyin serves to teach someone how to pronounce a word, but they aren't supposed to be pronounced as they were spelled. Ah. Well, maybe not so much a problem as a matter of dignity. My point is, you need to make sure I'm mentally prepared for things like that and take the location and atmosphere into account. You're much more aggressive than I took you for, Master. I swear you have the worst timing. If you just waited a little longer, I was going to give you this as a little bonus after you finished my trial boat tour. Then I would have been able to set the mood for taking the initiative, and there we might have... What's that? You were just stretching your arms because they were tired and aching from acting like that? You fool. I don't know if you're really telling the truth or hiding your embarrassment, but either way, you still toyed with me. This is unforgivable. You must be punished for your transgression. If you still can't help but stick your arms out, then you may not be fully cured of the talisman's effects yet. I shall just have to hit you with this directly to see whether you're cursed. Take this. Thank you. Being hit with chocolate is definitely one of the best things to be hit with. Is that a chocolate dumpling? Oh, it's mochi! Mochi rice works well against them. It damages them on contact and can also be used to treat their bites. I've been having my torturers gather as much of it as possible. After throwing it at them, I then reused the rice to make this chocolate mochi. Very eco-friendly, no? People are always going on about reducing food waste these days, aren't they? Wait, you're serving me mochi that was made from rice that was thrown at undead. There's a couple things wrong with that. As for the chocolate, there's no great significance behind it. Really, I mean it. It definitely doesn't have anything to do with the fact that today just so happens to be Valentine's Day. Hey, are you listening to me? I really am only giving this to you because it works well on... What's wrong? I thought it says not as I poisoned it, unless I added poison subconsciously. No, I'm sure I didn't. The only secret ingredient I added was one of my torturers suggested. Hey, Master, get a hold of yourself, damn it. Good grief, if you couldn't breathe, you should have just said so. Don't you know it's dangerous to eat mochi if you bite off more than you can chew? You literally shoved it down my throat. There's a lot I have to say for now. I'll just go with thanks. Good. Being able to express gratitude sincerely is a virtue. Now, speaking of your sincerity, tell me, how did it taste? Simple and delicious. I see. Good. Yes, of course it was delicious. Especially since I added plenty of... You know what? What was added to this? This isn't exactly correct, but here... It sounds like... The J... So, G on... Shi. No. G and... Sui. Jian Sui. Jian Sui? Is that better sounding or worse sounding? What? Nothing. Jian Shi. You did Su, so that's why I went Su. There, the TSU. Jian Shi. So there's no G. Jianxi. There's no G sound, essentially. That's kind of where I was messing up, was with the G sound. You know, this is a good opportunity to state once more that my feelings will never change. I'm not kidding. I really mean it. Whether you faint from choking on mochi or fall in battle, or even if you really do end up as a corpse, you have nothing to fear. I'll always figure something out. I'm sure there is going to be a massive war for our body and soul when we die. I may not know what something is right now, but so what? I'll use whatever secret arts it takes. And since I decided that, it's as good as done, so rest assured. Got that? What I'm trying to say is, don't you dare let something as trivial as death separate us. Got it? Still exacting as Empress as ever. Of course I would do whatever I can to hold on to anyone capable enough to rule at my side. Now that you served me once, you're going to keep serving me for as long as you live. Needless to say, I won't hear any complaints, nor do you have any right to refuse. I mean, why would you when we're both in the same boat? What I'm trying to say is, I, the most perfectly beautiful Empress of all time, am agreeing to remain your servant forever, okay? Your luck ran out the moment you caught my imperial eye. Not even in death can you escape me, Master. Your only choice now is to resign yourself to your fate. She's being a little yandere there at the end, but, how many more do we still have? We still have a lot of chocos to give to the female servantos, but we've got to be running out of new ones at this point. This is better. This is without the tones because it's truly impossible to write out how they're meant to be pronounced. Mind you, this is you using Mandarin where there are 4 tones, not Cantonese, which is your preferred language speak where there are 6 tones, so you remember correctly. Good gracious, that's a lot. You don't know what Valentine's Day is. Have you been living under a rock? Hummingbird. Tlalok. Is your temple just for show? Because if it's just tall for the sake of being tall, it'd be way more satisfying to watch Bird Brain jump over it. Please don't bring Quetzalcoatl into this. Anyway, if you're going to lecture me like that, then I'm sure you know all about Valentine's Day, right? Tlalok, Tenochtitlan. I feel like calling her Tlalok is a little bit easier than Tenochtitlan. And I do know it's Tenochtitlan. I'm almost positive I remember the pronunciation. Hang on.
Tenochtitlan.
Tenochtitlan! Damn it! Tenochtitlan! She's Tlalok to me. I don't care. It's easier to go by Tlalok than Tenochtitlan. She's the embodiment of Mexico City. I just played what Google said. It's Tlalok. She is Tlalok. But she's just Mexico. That'd be... Again, I do wonder if there are any other cities that have become heroic spirits now. Because there's... I mean... I'm surprised Rome isn't a heroic spirit. So I have a question for the great and knowledgeable Tezcatlipoca. What do you do on Valentine's Day anyway? Nowadays, you can get sweets anytime, so what's so special about getting them on this one day? I don't get it. Yeah, I know, it's not her real name. If you're going to give someone something on a special day, shouldn't it be a heart? A real heart? If our priest and master really wanted to show me some gratitude, he could just take out his own heart and...
There's a Tino, Chititalone. Tino, Chititalone.
Yeah, there's so many bad pronunciations, I feel. That was like, I don't know. I'm just on the various pronunciations now.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of what was a large Mexica Altepetl in what is now the historic center of Mexico City. How do you go about pronouncing it? Tenochtitlan.
Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan. It's making you regret taking that class. Oh boy. Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan. Hey, your mileage will definitely vary when it comes to my pronunciations. Tenochtitlan. Does that sound better? Tenochtitlan. Because this is from a video that has almost 200,000 views. You need to learn how to read a room, especially at work. Nowadays, nobody gives actual hearts as a gift. Okay, I guess that's not completely true, but they're the exception that proves the rule. At any rate, you did the right thing coming to me first. Alright, so Valentine's Day. We can take something perfectly ordinary and make it truly special. Listen carefully. You hear how it's even noisier out there than usual? That's the payoff for everything they've done this past year. Listening to me or Zahak attempt to pronounce Chinese or French words kills you brain. Sorry. Sorry. I mean, there's one French word that I technically know how to pronounce perfectly, even though the spelling is completely different. Lovey? Though I'm pretty sure we've had this discussion before. That Lovey is not a true French word or something. It's a big old mercado, a marketplace for love and romance. Men welcome women in, and women invite men in. Yes, but it's my middle name, and it's not spelt like that. So, it was definitely lost in translation. My middle name definitely originates from that. L-L-I-V-I-E. Even the lightest gifts become priceless treasures, and even the most emotionally weighty gifts are accepted. L-L-I-V-I-E. Lovey. That is how it has been pronounced in my family for... Yes. My dad and my grandfather all have... I mean, I have the same name as my dad, who has the same name as his dad, so I'm technically the third with my name. First, middle, and last. And it's been Lovey as far as I know. Basically, you can think of it as a festival where the power of love compels people to do things they usually wouldn't. Most couples get through it just fine. And ideally, I would like to pass the name on to my son in the future as well. Most couples. See, no matter who or what you are, you can give any special present you want to whomever you want, and nobody bats an eye. I see. Sounds like just the kind of short-sighted thinking I'd expect from a typical modern festival. Understood. I am the heart of the Aztec Empire, the embodiment of its most majestic yet still humble city. I'm certainly not about to get swept up in anything like that. As your little sister, I'll just be sticking to my normal self. I do not understand what you are saying there, J6. Not in the slightest. I saw Lovey, though. I'm guessing it is something about, not similar at all to Lovey. Tezcat Lapoka's kind of guy give bad advice on purpose to incite chaos because it feels like it would be funny. He is all about war, so, you know, I could see it. Hey, Master, you heading back to your room now that your mission is done? I just finished my daily watering of the plants in the flower bed. What a coincidence. You know, it's something that I've kind of noticed with Ibaraki as well. The fact that your hands are permanently blood-stained is kind of disconcerting. Just saying. The fact that her hands and Ibaraki's hands are kind of permanently blood-stained is a little disconcerting. I don't know, and it's too similar to life. Yeah, I kind of figured that. It's definitely a name that has probably been... it's probably more... I'm trying to think of the proper phrasing. Because I know that one side of my family is descendant from the French colonizers who... it's French Indian to Mexico to where I am. That is where that side of the family comes from. French to French, French and Indian to French, Native American. My mistake. It's French Indian is how it's been called for however long it's been called, but French Native American down to the area of the Mexican area, and then back up to around where I am. That's where one side of my family tree has come from, essentially. So, it was clearly lost on the French side of things. See, we even call her Tlaloc here! We call her Tlaloc here. But, seems pretty clear she's wanting to run into... You know, we're gonna see how she feels being addressed by Tlaloc. I know I may look like Tlaloc, but... Tenochtitlan. Okay, she's Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan. They've... Okay. That felt very much sharper than... They clearly rehearsed the pronunciation of the name. Today is that kind of day, I hear. So, Nitocris tells me there are sorts of different projects going on at this time of the year. Apparently there are even some servants who take today off for personal reasons, even though it's their job to defend humanity. Meaning it's a holiday. In the future, I'd prefer you inform me about these days at least a month in advance. In my ignorance, I came dangerously close to embarrassing myself. Be more mindful, Master. People are going to think you're a terrible priest if you can't even dedicate your holidays to the gods properly. We're a priest? At any rate, since we have such little time now, I had no choice but to think of a proper way to celebrate it myself. Come, let's go visit my city in the simulator. Don't worry, it won't take long. We'll be done as soon as we satisfactorily complete a simple ritual. So since when are we a priest? Whose satisfaction are we talking about here? Various rites were carried out on my grounds almost every day. That makes me an expert and a walking encyclopedia when it comes to festivals. There's no reason we need to follow modern protocols. I'm going to teach you a ritual that's perfect for this day. We're not going to be tearing out anybody's hearts, are we? Same thing, true. I don't recall it being... I was about to say, I don't recall Mexico City being this, modern in LB7. And I gotta say, I do prefer this Ascension. There's something about this Ascension. Except for the hands. What is with the hands? It's not AI-drawn hands, but what is with the hand, like, that sort of weird clawed grip of the hands? It's so weird! What happened to your whatever happened to your municipal pride? My faith and my tourism have nothing to do with one or another. I hate to admit it, but nowhere feels more liberating than here. I know Mexico has plenty of tourist sites of its own now, and you can even go swimming in a cenote if you like. But those are nothing like these endless blue seas and the glittering sandy beaches. That's why I came here to virtually experience them for myself. The best way to improve a city is to seek to learn from other good examples, apply for sister city status when the opportunity arrives, and essentially attract more flies with honey than vinegar. Now on that note, let's see what kind of shops they have on the main street. If we can find any accessories you think would look good on me, don't be afraid to buy them. So when are you going to tell me about this ritual, though? Broadly speaking, the ritual is about honoring and entertaining the gods. Honoring in this case means getting along and getting cuddly. And entertaining means gentle flirting. You once spent summer vacation here, right? Then you just need to do the same things you did back then. We were in a time loop then. Isn't that what Valentine's Day is all about? So I want you to take the ordinary, uneventful things you usually experience and make them special, just for me. The best said? That being said, I've never experienced most typical happenings from everyday life before, so please keep that in mind, okay? You know, with how many Valentine's events we have to get, how many Valentine's chocolates we have to be doing some weird, timey-wimey shenanigans in order to experience all of this. That was definitely fun, but I felt like I'm forgetting something. Oh crap, everything was so new and exciting that I forgot the whole purpose behind the ritual. Close your eyes while I transform, okay? Up. Okay, you can open them again, Mai. Talamakaski. You've done well in offering the sort of things you usually do. No, offering me a sample of everyday life from this era. I may not look it, but I am a god, so in return I'm going to give you something of equal value. Something special and unique. What is it? Keys. I figured that. Keys. Oh, this is like the Anne Bonny Mary Read chocolate, which is just keys and an open invitation, isn't it? That's right. They're my gift to you for everything you've done thus far. They're just the right weight. Yes. They're the keys to the Lake of the Moon's secret chamber, my heart. Oh, damn. Maybe not as, well. There, you and I can be alone together. No one will ever bother us, no one even will know we're there. Oh, she means that, we certainly did, didn't we? We certainly did. That is quite forward. Which means you're welcome to come see my innermost self whenever you like. That is quite forward. Let's see. There's still 1, 2, 3... 3, 4. Yes, literally a month ago we had a big showdown. You know, we just got that Riz, I guess. 5. 6. I know, it's a stupid way to say it, but I had to. 7, 8. Because, I mean, we are Riz-suka, canonically is our name, right? Riz-suka? Okay, I'll stop. So there's still, like, 9 or 10 chocolates still to go. Yeah, there's definitely, like, there's 10 plus new chocolates still to obtain, so Orbit Radiant thing. That's something. So I think I'm going to call the stream here, because there is still a lot of chocolates I've not gotten. And yeah, I'll do the Blessed Tea Party quests next FGO stream, which will be Monday, and we will finish off the chocolates then as well. I can get Riz. I can understand Riz. It's just charisma shortened. And that seems to be a common thing, is just shortening of words. So, I can understand Riz. But, yeah. I think that is going to be where I call today's stream of FGO. We've gone for almost exactly 2.5 hours here. So, I've been Soul Rack Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There is plenty of content for all to enjoy. But once again, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.